is a grudge match main event. Bennett versus Valenzuela, and it's underway.
And it's underway, and I expect the jab of Valenzuela to be a key factor here in the first round. Bennett can clown all he wants, and there he is.
Already put Valenzuela on his back with a strike, and now going to work on Joe Boxer Valenzuela. And this is what the MO is for Charles Bennett. He will not impress you with his ground game. He won't impress you with his stand-up techniques. How he will impress you is with that knockout power.
In a word, explosive. One punch knockout power, Moro.
And that's all it takes. Valenzuela responds back on his feet after surviving that early storm of striking activity by Charles Crazy Horse Bennett. Already sending a message really reminiscent of their first fight in King of the Cage 2 years ago.
It really was, because Bennett had Valenzuela down via a single punch early in the first round 2 years ago.
But now, is Bennett allowing Valenzuela to clean out the cobwebs? Is he allowing him to get back into this fight? You think he should be more offensive, more aggressive, knowing that he's already rattled him a couple of times?
I think so. Bennett, who is the southpaw, is using that right hook very effectively here in round number 1.
He's allowing Valenzuela to get his confidence back. A minute and a half gone. Already Bennett has put Valenzuela on the canvas once. Nice body shot by Bennett, but again, you see that wild striking, which opens him up to a very effective counterattack should Valenzuela choose to go that route.
I would have thought that Valenzuela was going to be the counter striker here, but he's moving forward, pressing the action. I don't know, I think he should hang back and have Charles move forward, because Charles is the counter puncher here in round number 1.
And obviously Bennett has no respect whatsoever, let alone for the person who is Valenzuela, but for his punching power. Look where his hands are. He is just doing a little head movement and always putting on a histrionic display for the fans. Charles Crazy Horse Bennett, love him or hate him, but this guy is mixed martial arts anti-hero.
He caught a right hand about 30 seconds ago, and he shook his head. But Valenzuela knows he connected, and there's a big left hook.
And whether he's clowning around or not, Bennett has been hurt by Joe Boxer Valenzuela. Now into the north-south position. Bennett struggling to get back up to his feet. You know, you wonder sometimes, though, Stephen, and I know you've been around this sport a long, long time, why does Bennett elect to go this clowning route? I mean, come on, he has all the potential to really be a star, and yet he just wants to. I don't know what he's doing here. Why is he not defending himself?
I think it's a self-destruction internal mechanism, but that's a psychological thing. Right now, they're very physical, and Joe Boxer, Victor Valenzuela, has squeaked into the lead and is doing much more damage and going to the body wisely.
There's such a thing as hubris. I think Bennett's got plenty of it. He is starting to be broken down here by Joe Boxer Valenzuela. Now has his back, and Bennett taps out. End of story. Valenzuela redeems himself. Joe Boxer records the win in this grudge rematch.
Valenzuela hurt Bennett early, and Bennett never recovered. He recovered enough to clown around, but he was going down eventually, and Valenzuela knew it.
Machismo comes back to bite Charles Crazy Horse Bennett in the butt, Stephen. Simply put, Bennett, I mean, again, I just don't understand it. I don't get why he continues to do what he does, because he had this fight in control. Bennett's already walking to the back. Joe Boxer Valenzuela has to feel like $1 million exercising one of his personal demons. He felt that he was robbed 2 years ago in King of the Cage when the fight was ruled a draw. Well, there's no doubt about it in this one. He stops Charles Crazy Horse Bennett in the first round and makes the Crazy Horse tap out.